Mic. Hey everyone, this is Mai and Maia,
Hello.
mom and daughter. So good to see you again. And it's been a while since we do a broadcast. I miss you. Maya and I have been spending our time in Hawaii at our dearest friend Nicole Huggins' home. And today, actually, she has to go home. She has to leave me now. I got to have her 2 weeks all to myself. I'm so excited. So Maya and I, we don't live together. She lives with her dad, and I live in a van with Keith, and we travel around, or I go to different clients and friends' homes to be with them. And one of the things that, as a mom, that is so important to me is to really know what is going on with my daughter, not just the outside, but what's going on emotionally, what's going on in her mind, what is she thinks about, what's important to her, is she on path, is she encountering things that is harder for her to tell me about. And and when we get together, we have a really good relationship. We get together and we have a lot of fun. But you know how family relationship can be, is that if you don't know where the doorway is or what to ask, you could just stay at the surface level, and then I will never really know what's happening with my daughter. So I am always very keen on trying to go underneath the surface and say, so what's really going on with you? And as you can see from previous conversation that we've had, we talk about some good stuff, her relationship with boys, with men, with herself and her friends and everything. And I still don't know what's really going on with Maya until here's my little trick. And sometimes I have to say, warning, sometimes she doesn't like me to do this because she's not ready to be seen that way. So I do have to have some permission. I do have to travel gently around this. Ready?
Well, it's because you just look at my feet out of nowhere and you go, I see you're struggling with something. And I'm like,
Fuck you. Well, she just revealed the secret. So everything that's going on to any human being is written loud and clear in their feet. The condition of their feet, the toes, the calluses, the bent, the bunions, whatever that's going on is right in your feet. And so if you know what to look for or how to just look at someone's feet, you can immediately have a sense of what are they struggling with, or what's easy for them, or what's going on with them in this particular moment and also in this lifetime. And feet change. Did you know that your feet actually change every day, every week, every month, and all that stuff? So all I have to do is just look down, glance. We spend a lot of time at the beach. And so I could just look down and I can just kind of go, are you on track? Are you off track? What's going on with you? And then I can gently ask the question, so I see that, something's going on with your trust. Tell me what's going on with you around that. So can we show them your feet?
put my feet on the camera?
Yeah.
They're going to have to pay for that.
That's a different show. Okay, ready?
You didn't tell me you were putting my feet on the camera.
Well, how are we going to do this without them seeing your feet?
I don't know.
Is it scary for you to show them your feet?
I don't know.
It is. So don't say, I don't know. It is. So it's a little, vulnerable. Well, that's the first place in looking at someone's feet. So you have to know that people have a lot of feet issues. They're afraid to have their feet looked at. Feet has so much judgment. And I love feet because I know how to read feet and I love them. And I understand what's the feed has the clue to what's going on with you, so it can be very vulnerable. So that's why I love them. But the first thing I notice with people in their relationship to their feet is their relationship to themselves. So if they're all like, here's my feet, go look at me, then it's easy. Like with me, I'm like, you want to see my feet? I'll show you my feet. Finally, somebody asked me about my feet. And then other people, like Maya's best friend, oh my God, if I said, hey, can I look at your feet so I can help you understand yourself better? She's like, no, you're not allowed to look at my feet. And so that tells me right away that there's her relationship with herself. There's stuff there that she's ashamed of or embarrassed about, which is so unnecessary because she's so cute and smart and everything. But that's what people do. So right away you can see. So shall we show them both our feet or just mine to start with? And then when you're ready, you can show yours.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Show them yours first.
Okay. So I don't know how to do that. Can I turn the camera or do I just flip the thing? I'll just flip the camera. Okay. Here we go. Then I don't know what I'm looking. Can you get down on the floor and see to make sure that I'm pointing them to the right feet? Okay. So this is my feet. Does that look good?
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait. I can put it up here.
What?
Okay, so this is my feet. I have chosen. Is it still in good standing? I've chosen not to paint my toenails. I hope you guys can hear me. So that in itself is a clue already. So I've gone, with this van life that I've been living. I have let go of a lot of old stuff, like the need to paint your toenails and cover up, and I simplified, and I pretty much wear the same clothes every day. I have 2 sets of the same clothes, and so I just wear that. So this is me simplified and nothing fancy, no color, no cover up, no need for all that stuff. So that's the first thing that you can see about my feet. And then each toes are mean something. So I'm just going to go through them really quickly because we can spend hours doing this. So like this is my destiny toe. This tells you if I'm on path or not. You can see how big and bulbous it is. I'm like full on path. This is my life purpose. I'm on track and straight out. This is my communication toe. This is my passion toe, my ability to do work in the world. You see how big and plump it is. Boop, boop. So I'm always on track, doing fully self-expressed out in the world. And this is my relationship toe. So again, it's straight up and also very big and thick. So relationship is really important to me. It's full. All my relationships are full and easy. There's no toenail poking. There's just nice and easy and big. All my toes are big. I'm living my life fully at all the way. And this is my trust toe. Been working on my trust toe a lot. So my trust toe used to be so sideways that you can't even see the toenail. But I've been working on my own trust and abundance to allow my toe to straight out. So I'm gentle and encouraging and helping my toes to trust the universe, trust that my life is fine. And you can see how also yummy and thick my toe of abundance and trust is. But there's part of me that's still scared, super scared. So she's looking away to the future instead of really being here right now. So, but this is a huge change over the years. Like I said before, you couldn't even see my toenail. So this is my relationship to the world. This is my relationship with myself. As you can see, the 2 feet are very similar. Nothing. So what you see outside is what you see inside. Nothing different. Okay, that's just like a quick, dirty thing. You ready for yours?
Okay.
So as a mom, I look at her feet. Oh gosh, I hope I can see.
You can't. I don't know if that can see.
Really? Okay.
Okay, go down there and look.
Okay, now it's my turn to go down there and look to see to make sure. Okay. No, don't turn. Oh, how come that camera freaking turns? Wait now. Okay. How funny. Okay. Wait, don't do that. So now you messed up the camera. That's
No,
why.
it's fine.
Okay.
Did I fix it?
No, just leave it. So, okay. This is an exhausting. Okay, so I'm looking at her feet and I see lots of gaps in here. So this tells me that my daughter needs space in her life. And so I have to respect that. Now, if these gaps get really big, now I would be concerned because now she's becoming isolated and um and at worst case scenario she could become like what is that thing where the guy a Unabomber like
What?
yeah because he's isolated himself so much that the gap is so big that he's not part of society anymore and then crazy things happen. So I'm like checking her out going okay, so this is nice and spacious toe, so she's relaxed and has space in her life. She's not as tight, her toes are not as close together. So
I don't remember these two having that much space.
I know. I was just gonna say that. So yeah, so this is a new development. It's like as she's growing up and maybe learning to separate or walk on your own or something, so you're having more gaps in your toes. So that would be a first place for me to go. So how is it growing up into a young lady and getting ready to go to college? How do you feel? What's going on for you? Right?
I think, well, I mean, that's probably just in the past, like, month.
Yeah.
When I think I learned a lot of things to do on my own. Like, I traveled to Mexico by myself.
Yeah.
And I'm getting ready to move out.
No, don't go far away. You have to get closer to me.
Oh, and I'm getting ready to move to college. So everything's like, okay, on your own now.
Yeah, scary. And also good, right? And then I can immediately would scoop down to her little toe. Since I don't have much time with her, I would be like, hey, what's going on with your trust toe? That see how this toenail really is like pinched down. So it's like something is stepping on your trust toe and creating a bubble. Like something is going on in your thought pattern, because when it's in your toenail, it's your thought pattern. So what are are you scared about something? So that's where I would ask her questions like, are you scared about something when you think about going out into the world, or even with herself? Like there's something that she's really scared about that has her pinched down like this. So my job as a mom is to keep loving her and encouraging her to talk about it so that she can undo this. It doesn't need to be, because this is your trust and abundance toe, and if you're pinching it down, so in some way, oh, you're clogging your trust and abundance. And we talked about this. You look at me like you don't know what I'm talking about. Right? So Maya's been wanting to do her TikTok channel and become an influencer, but she's been scared, so she hasn't put herself out there. So she pinched herself down, right?
Well, I started, so maybe I'll start straightening out.
Yeah, so as you start, and then this is her communication toe. So it's like, oh, okay, look at there's room to grow and get bigger so you can communicate louder and more into the world. And this is your expression toe, your self-expression in the world. So if you are, how are you doing in expressing yourself? I see that you have longer nails here. So the length of your nail is like, how much are you protecting yourself versus just being okay with being in the world as is. And then your relationship toes are pretty nice and straight. Again, it's kind of pinched down a little bit. So there's something that you're compromising yourself in your relationship with yourself and your trust in yourself and in the universe. So that's like a quick, dirty thing that I can just immediately tend to my daughter and going, how's it going? Where are you going? Oh, look at how much gap and what's going on with you walking out in the world. And, are you feeling like you need to separate so that you can get out there and that kind of stuff.
Almost hit heads.
Yeah. Oh, I hope that worked. Sorry for the camera trick and all that stuff. Does that make sense? I hope that was valuable for you to see. I don't know what that comment is. Anyway, so you want to say something more about your feet and just from this quickie, are you seeing something valuable? Did something go ping for you?
Well, I've never seen such a gap in there, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Gonna have to pay for these too.
Shush.
I mean, I think
Go ahead.
this one's definitely more curved down and pinched than this one.
Yeah.
But it still is, but this one is more than this one.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I got this little mole freckle thing in the last, 2 years.
Yeah. Right? That means something too.
Yeah.
And what else?
Well, I'm always watching these toes.
Yeah.
To see if it's straightening out or if it's curving in more.
Yeah.
To see if I'm on my path.
Yeah.
I feel like this was kind of straightening out.
I know, right? Yeah.
Because it used to be kind of
tilted, right?
Well, it wasn't squished, but it was just this part was kind of
Mm-hmm.
But hold on. But yeah, look at it straightening.
Yeah. And this one right here, this is your bunion. So if she has a bunion sticking out, boy, that would be major questioning for me with her. Be like, oh, what's going on? Are you feeling like you're having to carry the burden of the family, of someone else, of yourself, of life, or whatever? So these are places for me to tend to and get curious with my daughter so that to help her, guide her forward in life right in this moment so that she's not suffering by herself, she's not sad, angry, or whatever. Like last year I noticed that all her toenails were really curving up and poking and I when I drive with her I noticed that she's very angry and judging of you like that face a lot. And I'm like, so let me see your toe, and her toenails are all pokey. It's like, oh, there it is, right? So you've just been poking and unhappy with people around you. You don't even know them, and you're already so angry at them, and so I just named that, and she has tend to that a lot, and you kind of mellow out on that.
I get really bad road rage. But each time now I notice it and I'm like, okay, just calm down, relax. It's not that big of a deal. And I'm like, fucking hate when people do that. But at least I notice it now.
Yeah.
And I try not to bubble over about it.
So there you have it. Just a quick little introduction to toe reading and what you can learn about someone with their feet and the relationship. I use this to help my client when they meet a new person and they're interested in that guy. I don't need to know.
First things first, you look at their feet.
Yeah. So I'm like, send me their feet. You don't tell me that you're in love. Don't tell me that you're so, he's so great. I don't care. If I look at their feet, I know the truth about them. And then when I look at their feet and your feet, I can help you understand what the dynamics between you two. There is no perfect pair of feet. But
unless you're a baby.
True. Even that, some babies come into the world with a very specific contract. So, yeah. But what was I trying to say? So every pair of feet, when you pair it with another pair, there's a spiritual journey. There's a lesson. There's ways that you can help each other, and there's ways that you can stifle and kill each other. So when you can understand the differences between you two and learn how to work together, then it's very helpful. And I put a lot of this stuff in my book that's coming out called The Integrated Woman. And in that book, I explain how to create a life that you really, truly love, and everything is integrated, and you feel like you're riding on a unicorn all the time, like me. Anyway, I have been doing this work for over 25 years with clients around the world. So I have put it together into a book format. So I'm actually giving away the first 3 chapters for free so that you can understand what it's all about. If you're interested in that, just put in the comment section that, yes, I want to know your 3 chapters so that I can see what this book is about. And I'd be happy to give you the link to sign up for that. Alrighty? Anything from you, my love? I'm going to miss you so much.
I'm gonna miss you too.
I have to take her to the airport after this. She goes home. I get to stay in Hawaii a little longer. Yay. 2 more weeks for me. All right. I hope you guys are having a great time out there. Check out your feet. Love your feet. Massage your feet. Treat your feet well, because that's you treating yourself well. Let me repeat that. Love your feet. Trim your toenails. Take good care of your feet. Go get them foot massage. Go get pedicures, because that's the direct link to you loving yourself and being proud of who you are in the world. Okay? Lots of love. Bye.